If you've ever felt that something was off in a relationship but couldn't quite explain it, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down 8 hidden signals she may be seeing someone else. Not obvious red flags, but subtle psychological shifts that most people ignore until it's too late. These signs come from relationship psychology, emotional behavior patterns, and trust dynamics. Watch closely, because once you see these signs, you can't unsee them. Let's begin. The first hidden signal is a sudden shift in emotional availability. She used to open up to you, share her thoughts, her stress, her small daily experiences. Now her emotional world feels closed off. Conversations become surface level. When you ask how she's doing, you get short answers like, "I'm fine," or "just tired." Psychologically, this often happens when emotional intimacy is being redirected elsewhere. Humans have a limited emotional bandwidth. When someone else starts occupying that space, you feel the absence without knowing why. The second signal is inconsistent communication patterns. This isn't just replying late, it's irregularity. Some days she's responsive and warm, other days distant and cold, with no clear explanation. From a psychological standpoint, this inconsistency often reflects divided attention. When someone is emotionally invested in more than one person, their availability fluctuates depending on who has their focus at that moment. The confusion you feel is not accidental, it's a byproduct of split priorities. The third signal is increased defensiveness over simple questions. You're not accusing her of anything, you're just asking normal questions. Where she was, who she spent time with, why plans changed. Yet her reactions feel sharp, irritated, or overly defensive. In relationship psychology, defensiveness often comes from internal guilt or fear of exposure. When someone feels threatened by the possibility of being discovered, even innocent questions can feel like attacks. The fourth signal is a sudden obsession with privacy. Her phone is always face down, notifications are hidden, she changes passwords, guards her devices, or takes calls in private more often than before. Privacy is healthy, but secrecy is different. Psychologically, secrecy is a protective mechanism. It appears when someone has something to lose. The key here is change. If this behavior is new, it's not random. The fifth signal is a noticeable drop in physical intimacy. This doesn't just mean sex, it includes small touches, affection, closeness, and comfort. She pulls away from hugs, avoids lingering contact, or seems emotionally disconnected during intimate moments. From a psychological perspective, physical intimacy is closely tied to emotional loyalty. When attraction or bonding begins elsewhere, the body often follows the mind, even before words change. The sixth signal is she starts comparing you, subtly. She might mention how someone else is more understanding, more ambitious, or more emotionally mature, even if she doesn't name them directly. These comparisons are rarely random. Psychologically, they serve as justification. When someone is emotionally crossing boundaries, the mind looks for reasons to rationalize it. Comparison becomes a way to reduce internal conflict. The seventh signal is her future talk becomes vague or disappears. She used to talk about plans, goals, trips, or long-term ideas involving both of you. Now she avoids future-oriented conversations or keeps them non-committal. In relationship psychology, this often indicates uncertainty about where the relationship is going. When someone is emotionally invested elsewhere, they stop building forward with you, even if they don't consciously admit it yet. The eighth and final signal is your intuition won't stay quiet. This is often dismissed, but psychologically, intuition is pattern recognition. Your mind is picking up on micro-behaviors, tone changes, emotional distance, and inconsistencies that don't logically add up yet. When something feels persistently off, it's usually because it is. Intuition isn't paranoia, it's your subconscious connecting dots faster than your conscious mind. Now, here's the most important part. None of these signs alone prove anything. But when multiple signals appear together, especially if they represent a clear change from how she used to behave, they deserve attention. Relationship psychology teaches us that trust isn't just about loyalty, it's about emotional transparency and consistency. If you notice these signs, don't rush to accusations. Instead, observe calmly, regain emotional control, have honest conversations, and most importantly, protect your self-respect. A relationship built on confusion and doubt will slowly drain you if you ignore the signals. The goal is not fear, the goal is awareness. If this video helped you see things more clearly, make sure you like and subscribe to Behind the Mind for more insights into psychology, relationships, and human behavior.